I have reached the end of my main growing season and it's time to do all that work to set up for next season. But I don't have to do very much of that work myself because I have a giant workforce available to me, and that is my chicken flock. They pretty much do all the heavy lifting in setting up and maintaining my garden system through the off season, and it's ready to go when I'm ready to plant again, pretty much whenever I feel like. It's extremely convenient. Let's talk about the specifics of what the chickens are doing for me in my garden. The first job my chickens have once I've decided a garden bed is finished is clearing it out for me. And all I have to do is take the net off and let them in, which is what is happening here right now. Give it a couple of days, they will have stripped back most of the vegetation. I'll be able to see any plants that they can't get out and just easily pull them out because they have loosened the soil. They're gobbling up seeds and bugs while they're doing that. And then once it's nice and clear, I put on a big pile of horse manure. Now you could use compost, sometimes I use compost. This year I'm using horse manure. Now there's a pretty big negative to horse manure, and that is that it is full of weed seeds. But if you're utilizing a chicken workforce system, that's not a big deal. They're gonna eat up a lot of those seeds. And what I do is once they've spread the manure for me and I've given them a week or so just to cruise around and dust bathe in it and generally have fun, I shut their access off to that garden bed for a couple of weeks, depending on the temperature and the growing conditions. Then I let them back in, and what has happened over those few weeks is seeds have germinated and started to grow. The chickens will come in and they will just knock out all those seedlings. They'll either eat them or scratch them up, and then I close it down again and let it happen again. So we just have a constant cycle of the chickens knocking back all the little germinating plants and knocking down the weed pressures going into the springtime, which means I really don't have to do much. I just do that all off season. Cover beds, uncover beds, the weeds go, the chickens are having fun, and my garden beds are ready to plant into once springtime rolls around. The chickens also incorporate any extra soil nutrients or fertilizers I need to put in while they're doing their scratching, and I don't have to be too precise with the timing of that. I can put it on whenever I feel like is the right time. Now obviously only chicken safe fertilizers, and that's fine in my case. It's just calcium and seaweed and things like that, and they'll just scratch it in. Doesn't have to go in when the horse manure goes in. It could go in at any point that they're having a rotation through the system. And with this system, I constantly have plants growing and then going back into the soil. So all of those nutrients are getting captured and held in my soil, in my garden, and none of it's gonna run away or get used up before it's ready for the plants when I'm ready to go again in the springtime. So I highly recommend using your chicken flock to pretty much do all the work for you in your garden over the off season. It's super easy. You just get to come out and enjoy your garden, and it is done for you.